So hey Craig, you know how you got an Xbox One?
I did.
I'm still looking for PS4.
I know you are. And I found one. Yeah, baby. I did. And you know what? I found one for all of you.
Please tell me and the people of the internet how to get an Xbox One or PlayStation 4.
Let me pull out my notes here. And I will.
All right then.
Thank you for joining us. This is, what's the name of the show? The Craig and
Chris Show.
That's right. If you haven't subscribed to us on YouTube yet, I feel sorry for you. And us a little bit, because we obviously haven't impressed you enough to subscribe yet.
Which is probably very likely.
That's probably more likely the case.
And that's okay.
But make sure you do subscribe because, we want to do this. And it's brought to you by Amazon Affiliates. So if there's anything you need from Amazon, click our affiliate link below and it will help support the show.
It probably will.
Including if you buy your PlayStation 4 or Xbox One or accessories and or getting a system early. Not early. Getting a system right now. Nightmare!
It's a little thin out there.
Well, this video may frustrate people.
Well, I'm
as a warning.
I've been checking a tracker, and I don't know if it's working or not because it always says out of stock.
And that's probably working.
Always.
And here's the trick. Right now, if you try to get one in store, you have to know somebody who's willing to divulge that information, or you have to keep going there and asking them. That's if you want to get it in the retail store right now. That's the only way. You have to find out when the next shipment comes in.
That's not a sure thing either, though.
It's not a sure thing. No, I have those here.
Because
we're discussing strategies.
Hey man, are you getting the PlayStation, Xbox One? They'll be like, you'll talk to one guy. He goes, yeah, tomorrow. Or something. Then you come in later. Are you getting a PlayStation One? Ask somebody else. No. Never.
Here's the trick. You have to know the question to ask, and you have to ask the right people. Okay. Do not devalue. You got to Sean Spencer it, okay? Do not devalue, and if you don't know who Sean Spencer is, Google it. You cannot devalue walking up to the people who are in charge, the managers specifically, and you just have to be very careful with the questions you ask them. They aren't allowed to tell you when the next shipment's coming in, okay? But they are allowed to tell you when the shipments usually come in. They just can't tell you if there's going to be Xbox consoles on that shipment or PlayStation 4 consoles on that shipment. So they can say, we usually get shipments in of stock on Tuesday and Thursday at 4 p.m.
So you could say, excuse me, good sir. Hypothetically, if you were to get a shipment of PlayStation 4s, what day do those usually arrive in your said establishment?
Yes, and at what time are they delivered?
Yes.
And that's a great I used to work in a video game store, and I was allowed to answer that question. Because they can't guarantee you that there's going to be a system there, but you can, take your chance that day.
Sure.
If you got every Tuesday, you know that they get a shipment of stuff in. You can walk in every Tuesday and see if maybe they got one.
Okay.
So that's one way to do it. So if you want to get it retail, and it works.
Way one, harassment.
Harassment, and then don't hesitate to harass these people.
No, it's their job. They're getting paid.
They're getting paid to be there.
No,
and to be honest with you,
retail.
and to be honest with you. When I say Sean Spencer it, be cool about it.
Be cool about it.
Don't act desperate and like, I gotta have one. Be like,
you don't want it.
When do you guys usually get those?
Those things are
they'll
weird.
They'll be like all defensive at first. They'll be like, we're not allowed to tell you when those come in and all that. And some of them might still be that way if they're douchebags.
Say, you're a normal shopper who's afraid of gamers and you're looking to avoid them when they come.
Yes.
So when do these things arrive so you can avoid the gamers?
When do you guys get shipments?
And then, of course, being an actual gamer, you go in and pick it up.
Like if it's Best Buy, though, they might get shipments all the time. So you might be there like every day. But like if it's like when I worked at EB Games, we got them once a week. Once or twice a week.
Wow.
So, and we could usually tell them, it comes between noon and 3. Is usually what we would be. So that's one strategy if you're trying to get a next-gen system. And it works. People did it when I worked there. So, and they came in the next day, and we got one in, and they ended up buying one.
And if you walk in there, make sure you have cash just in case they have one there.
Yeah, of course.
They have it with the Wii.
That always works. Okay, so if you can't get it that way, or if you don't have the time or patience, then we look at the more conventional methods of getting things that are sold out. Amazon, which is an affiliate of ours, does have aftermarket Xboxes and PlayStation 4s on there in the quote-unquote used section for buy others. They're marked up. This is the same as the eBay effect, okay? And that price is going to fluctuate depending on who's buying it, when they're buying it, what the demand is, how much they think they can sell it for, and all that. And I believe right now they're about $100 over list. So if you wanted to buy, if you had to have a PlayStation 4 by Christmas, eBay or Amazon stores. Amazon stores are probably the best way you can go. And remember, they might have gone up since I last checked. I think it was last week.
Mm-hmm.
But at that time, it was, I think, $500 for a PlayStation and $600 for an Xbox One.
Okay.
So if you have to have one,
Yeah.
that's the other way to go.
So either you have time and patience, or you have more money.
Yes.
That's where we're at now. Okay.
Yeah, and which really kind of covers the majority of people out there, I think. And really, it's about using trackers like you're using.
If they had better launch titles, I'd pay $100, but they don't.
Yeah, that's another.
Neither one.
That's another problem. That's another problem. But if those don't qualify for you, then you have what you're doing, which is the trackers, and you'll probably be able to fill them in a little better on how those work.
No, not really.
Okay.
Because they don't.
So you have no. Well,
This one, if there's a better one out there, please let me know. But I'm just using this one, and it has not said anything but out of stock, except for eBay. eBay, they have all models.
yeah, of course they do.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, that's what all the eBay people did.
They do say
reordered
when
it.
they had it, but I mean, maybe I'm just checking it bad. But it's a little disappointing, because I remember when the Wii was out, there was a better tracker where I would be able to search my location, whereas this is just kind of like a general search. So I mean, if there is a better one out there, let me know. 'Cause this
Okay,
one
well,
kinda sucks.
just look up trackers, console trackers.
Well, this was the one that I found.
And on that note,
that's
that
cool.
brings up an interesting point when we talked about approaching the people who are in charge of the shipments.
Mhm.
Go to the companies who don't give a crap about next-gen consoles first. Go
Yeah.
to the Walmarts, go to the Myers, go to the... Like, if you walk into EB Games, they're all defensive about it. Or you walk into GameStop, or you walk into Best Buy, they're
Sure.
all, like, on the edge defense, because they get the same questions every day from a ton of people.
Sure.
But believe it or not, the Walmarts, the Myers, the big major chains that get these in, usually the person running the counter is like, there's like 10 different people throughout the day.
Yeah.
And they're not sitting there answering the same, when are you going to get a console? When are you going to get a console all day? And they're more like, yeah, we get them every weekday at 5 o'clock. You know, and I think we're going to get some this week. They don't really care
Yeah.
about not divulging the information as much. So I wanted to bring that up. But the trackers are a good one. And pick up the
If you
phone.
find a good one.
Pick up the
Phone's
phone.
good.
Pick up the phone. If you don't want to walk in there.
Oh, and you know what else? Tell your friends too. I'm in the market.
Yeah. Yeah. Word of mouth.
Because maybe they're walking around, maybe they already got one and they see it on the shelf and they're like, hey man, PS4's here, I'll hold it for you.
Yeah.
Meet me at Target.
Meet me at the register. Target, that's another good
Yeah.
one.
So,
Another good main chain to check out.
meet me at Walmart.
Other than that,
Have each other's backs.
if you have $800,
Yeah.
this is the last one that I know about for you guys paying attention. It's the last one that I'm aware of at this time. And if you guys have any like other tips to send us, we'll be happy to share them with everybody.
Yeah.
Is that if you go into GameStop, they have this rip-off bundle. I call it the rip-off bundle, where they can somehow...
It's the bend over bundle.
The bend over.
Bend over and take it. That's how they pack it in.
If you
Pack
if
it
you
in.
buy like 5 next-gen titles,
Pretty much all of them.
pretty much all of them, with your PlayStation 4 console and like an extra accessory,
What counts as an extra controller?
I don't even know. But it's $800. I think it's an extra controller. $800, and they will drop ship directly to your house, the system, and the controller, accessory, and the games.
They better.
Yeah, for $800. That's the only other one I know about.
For $800, I better get an armed escort to my front door.
Yeah, yeah, no kidding. So, or an Amazon drone delivery,
No.
armed escort.
Only if that drone has guns on it.
You have 10 seconds.
This goes to Chris.
You have 10 seconds to comply.
Vacate.
And
Yes.
it's the Xbox, it'll do that.
Short of that, $800. I mean, come on.
It's 800, 820. That's without tax.
If you can get that, God bless you.
Yeah,
But
good
I
for
can't.
you. But that's the last one I know about, guys.
And honestly, if I could afford it, I'd still be like, screw you.
I
I'm
know.
not paying this.
I know. It's like, thank you for the customer service, GameStop. If I have tons of extra money, talk about catering to your freaking wealthy fan base.
That's not even. They're flipping you upside down and they're shaking. That's what they're doing.
That's right. Don't worry, we're doing you a favor. You're getting your PlayStation 4.
Oh, you're desperate, eh?
Yeah.
what you got. No, please.
That's true. That's what they're doing.
How about this? Shave off $300 and you give me 1 or 2 games plus the console. How's that? No.
No, that's not going to work for us.
That's not ludicrous.
We can't sell these games. Nobody has the console.
That's true.
So, anyways, that's it. That's it for this. That's all I have. I'm all tapped out. Hopefully, these tips help somebody. But I'm telling you, and I want to hear somebody's testimony below because I've known
So,
people.
like,
that's
what's your
worked for it.
recommendation personally?
Personal recommendation is to walk in the store and talk to somebody. That's my personal recommendation. You'd be
On
amazed.
top of that, I recommend waiting.
Yeah, that's,
I bought
that's good.
Assassin's Creed Black Flag and like Battlefield on PlayStation 3 because I'm going to be getting a 4, and they come with codes where for $9 I can trade up. So I'm waiting.
That's true.
I'm playing now, and I'm waiting.
That's true because in case you guys don't know, what he's saying is that if you buy the games that are also on next gen right now,
Current gen, and next gen.
It will actually give you a code that for $10 you can get the next gen release.
Yep.
So you pay $60 for Black Flag, or maybe even $40 now for current gen.
Especially with some of the deals that have been going on.
Especially on Amazon, which by the way we are affiliates.
I got Battlefield for $25.
Yeah. So and then for $10 more you can get the next gen title.
And
when
it's still
you get the-
cheaper than if I bought it straight up.
So I mean it happens. It happens. It does.
Be savvy, people.
Shop smart and go to seriously. Just talk to them.
Shop smart. Shop S smart.
I didn't even get that.
You didn't get that?
No.
I don't even know why we're friends.
Oh, you're gonna have to explain it to me later. Anyways, thank you guys for coming out. Make sure you subscribe. I'm going to beg and plead and be very pathetic here about that. Definitely help support the show because it's gonna be free always.
Mm-hmm.
So, but the problem is when stuff is free, it still costs us money. So subscribing, sharing, plus wanting, all good stuff. And we are Amazon affiliates or associates.
That's just it. We said you or next gen consoles. We picked you.
Yes.
And an Xbox One.
Yes. Yeah. Sorry. We are Amazon associates. Thank you for interrupting me again. And anything you purchase through Amazon, make sure you go through our referral link below, and you will be helping us out.
And as always, subscribe.
Always. And Amazon has some of the best deals. I got 2 next-gen titles. I got Black Flag and what was it? On that, I think it was on Cyber
Rise.
Monday. Rise. Yeah, I got them for $50 a piece. So they were $10 off, which is good for a brand new game on the next gen. So I'll take it. I'm done.
I'm exhausted.
I am too.
This was work.
This is a rough day today.
It is.
Isn't this like only the 4th video?
It's cold.
Do we still have to do one more?
We still have to do one more.
What the hell is taking us so long
Hey,
today?
people.